Hi, I'm Andrew Siegel. I'm the senior trial lawyer at Siegel Coonerty. We're a personal injury and medical malpractice law firm here in New York City. This video clip is called "The 5-Year-Old Hit by Car." I once represented a little boy, 5 years old, who got hit by a car, as you can tell by the title of this video. And over the years of this litigation, it was very difficult for me to draw information out from this 5-year-old because, of course, he was hit by a car, he sustained a skull fracture, and he had very little recollection of the events that gave rise of his being struck by this vehicle. I took the deposition of the defendant driver, and he testified beautifully, as if he was told what to say by his lawyer, that a little child came from between parked cars, was in the middle of the road, he couldn't do anything, he hit his brake, but unfortunately struck the vehicle. At the time of trial, I was very concerned that I was going to get thrown out. I spoke to this little boy's older sister. She was 7 at the time of the car accident. At the time of trial, she was now 10. When I first met with the family, she was button-lipped. She didn't tell me anything that she could say what happened. And I asked her extensively, but nothing. I got nothing from her. At the time of trial, she's now 3 years older, a bit more mature. We sat down and we had another conversation. And what I learned was incredible. And what I learned helped win this particular case. What she told me is that on this particular day, her, 3 other friends, and her little brother were playing follow the leader. She was in the front. Her little brother was the last one to follow. They did come from between parked cars, but she told me before she stepped into the street, she looked down the roadway and she saw the vehicle that ultimately struck her brother 2 blocks in the distance. They started to cross the roadway, then before they knew it, the car struck her little brother. Basically what happened here is that the little boy was the last to come out from between parked cars, and the defendant, who was driving his motor vehicle, who could see these other children in the roadway as he approached, didn't slow down enough, didn't exercise enough caution, and then hit ultimately the last little boy as he came between the cars. The point here is that know your case, speak to your witnesses, revisit things more than one time, especially when you're dealing with infants. The little girl was embarrassed and ashamed when I first spoke to her. She thought that she may have caused her little brother to sustain this injury, but it wasn't her. It was the reckless driving of the driver. My name is Andrew Siegel. If you know anybody that unfortunately had an infant or a young person or a child or a teenager that was involved in an accident, give me a call. I understand how to talk to them. I understand to revisit things with them. We can help. 212-532-0532. Thank you.